Hi everyone and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of July 7th. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards life you want. If you have a question you want to ask the cards, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. And if you want to learn how to read the cards, you'll find information on my beginner's course below. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Tarot de Marseille with Amethyst, the Astro Matrix Tarot with Sunstone, and the Dark Mansion Tarot with Fluorite. We also have 4 different Oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which Oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, Group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. Okay. Yeah, I expected my initial placement to be better than usual. What I started doing when I placed the pyramid, instead of just aligning the first card, I traced the imaginary line all the way down well, your screen. But yeah, that's a real game changer. Anyway, let me actually look at the cards that I was turning over. I'll see you right now. Group 1, unfortunately, I don't have much to say. This is looking like a week of taking inventory. That's kind of the vibe of this. Like with the 5 and 7 of cups and the 8 of coins all mixed into this. And the only figures are seated chicks holding their rods. It's very difficult to interpret it any other way than a week where there isn't that much action going on. But with the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck underpinning everything, that gives it's I'm just gonna say what I always say when 4s of Wands show up. It's the checkpoint thing. When you reach a checkpoint in a project, it's time to evaluate and polish what has, the parts of the machine that started vibrating on your way to the checkpoint. It's time to take inventory of those, see what went wrong, so that you can prepare for the rest of the trip. And moments like these are kind of necessary. So I'd say enjoy it. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. And you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Group 2, let's see what we have for you for this week. I expect my initial card placement to be really good because now I draw the imaginary line of the pyramid all the way down the screen. So nice. Of course, the 6 of Cups is in the middle of all this with Justice reversed at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, that's what I figured. For Group 3, it won't matter because their deck is smaller, but yeah, tracing the line all the way down is a game changer. Anyway, on to my actual job. All right, I'll see you right now. I actually really love the vibe of this reading, despite the majority of it being reversed. And fortunately for us, I guess, a lot of the vibe of this reading resembles stuff that I already covered for Group 1, despite the cards being essentially different. But it's looking like a moment to it's like taking inventory after an accomplishment. The sun here being reversed right here, it might be reversed, but it's still the sun. And the really delicious flavor of this reading is how this vertical part plays out. You know, we have 3 3s on either side of a 6, and 2 3s. You know, 3 and 3 make 6 in the middle, and the way it's spread out. Because you know, in essential, the elemental dignities, fire and water, don't work well together. However, despite the middle card where everything meets, being the upright water, the water card, the 3s of water, who have, let's call it an elemental dignity, are reversed, and yet the you know, fish out of water, so to speak, of the fireman in the water, you know, land, is upright. So there's a bit of Last Samurai flavor, slash Dances with Wolves, slash Avatar, slash, you know, pick whatever. I really should learn. I probably say this every time I mention one of those movies, but there's probably a Shakespeare play that all of this is based off of. But you know the deal. Foreigner, strange land, fights against his former comrades, that kind of thing. And yeah, I like how it's almost as if you're taking inventory after an accomplishment that came at a high price but was worth it, because again we have the sun here where it is, but we also have the King of Coins in reverse, as well as you know, alluding to the high cost and the need to, you know, make things right. I like the in the Crowley deck, which this is based off of visually, the design of this Justice card here. I really like the flavor of the adjustment card in the Thoth deck, because it has a flavor of to make right. That's why he doesn't call it justice; he calls it adjustment. And yeah, it is a fitting visual representation of the scales in reverse underpinning all of this, because again, for the stranger, the fish out of water to end up in a better position than the natives, it seems like the big win was worth it and a celebration worth celebrating. But it's time to, you know, lick your wounds and you know, see what needs to be righted, basically. If you like the reading, please give this video a like. And you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump ahead to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Group 3, let's see what we have for you for this week. Your deck is small, but I'm better at using the pyramid placement. Anyway, this is the Page of Coins reversed, yeah. I'm gonna name each card to make sure. 8 of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. This is the 2 of Swords, and in the middle we have the 4 of Swords. Interesting. And this looks like the 6 of Coins, yes, at the bottom of the deck. So let me just make sure that the cards... Ooh, wow. I got cocky there. There we go. So... now that everything is set up, let's see what these cards are saying. All right. Group 3, I suggest you buckle up. The vision of a rubber band being pulled back, ready to get released, I couldn't shake it once I noticed that the Knight of Wands here is galloping away from the reading. And with the reading as it is, first of all, I love this energy a lot. When the only reverse card in all of this is the Page of Coins, you're good, you know? However, it's really fascinating to see the 8 of Wands of all cards, a card, you know, extremely commonly it's strongly associated with dynamism and movement. However, it is an 8. It is an even card. which makes it a peculiar card, especially in the context of this reading, in the sense that fire and air are the dynamic suits, and except for this page here, all of this is active and upright. However, they're all even cards. And what even cards is accompanying this even Eight of Wands? The fucking Four of Swords of rest and recuperation. And the, sitting on your fucking ass, pondering which one of the two swords that you're gonna pick, they're like, aside from from maybe the Eight of Wands and arguably the Ten of Wands, these are two of the most static cards in the suit. It feels really weird, and I feel kind of silly finishing that sentence after just having contrasted them with the Eight and the Ten of Swords. But I'm sticking with it. They're still really passive cards. I'd say the only, now that I think of it, all the evens are out here. The only even sword where that isn't like passive and static is the Six, where you're crossing that river. But enough geeking out. With all of this energy, it makes this Eight imply a build-up, ready to catapult the knight off into the desert to gallop away, And it's looking like taking the time to aim this novice here is worth it, and it's looking like the novice is well surrounded and well set up to succeed. If you like your reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps to jump ahead. You know what I mean. All right, I'll see you soon. First of all, for Uranus and Taurus week, I broke out the deluxe package as far as Oracle decks is concerned. Second of all, for Uranus and Gemini, I said Uranus and Taurus. For Uranus and Gemini week, I was expecting a different vibe of tarot readings, but hey, that is what we got. This is looking good. Let's do it. Group A, your card is, Jesus. Inner Truth. This is I Ching hexagram number 61. Longtime viewers know full well the rant I'm sparing everyone. And the keywords are the wisdom of the heart, insight, clarity, purity, intuitive knowing, consciousness, penetrating illusion. This is very fitting for all three tarot readings that I gave. I think that an appeal to clarity and an appeal to trust your gut also. I think that given the tarot readings that I gave, no matter which side of which reading you ended up on, I think that you are in a good position to trust your gut in the week ahead. Yeah. Group B, your card is Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. Oh, wow. I guess this is let go and let God. Something tells me that whatever blessing is there, I have the feeling that it won't be subtle. Group C, your card is the 17th lunar mansion of the sword. I'll take a closer look at it right now. That's really funny. It's late Libra into early Scorpio where, Venus passes the torch to Mars so he can finally cut, But yeah, it's decision time. I don't know which side of which decision, but okay. If the decision isn't this week, it might be a strategic week towards a decision. So keep that in mind. Group D, your card is the Angel. Oh, look at that. Look at you, Group D. All right, the light attribute is helping those in need with no expectation of return. The shadow attribute is acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. I don't think that shadow attribute resonates with anyone. It might be a warning to look out for that for some of you, but I would take this card, especially in context of the tarot readings that I gave, as an invitation to be generous of your time and of yourself and of your knowledge with no expectation of return. Because when you're being, it's the difference between the nice guy and the man who's doing the right thing. So yeah, try to keep that in mind. And that's a good note to wrap up on. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. I hope you have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon.